right, good evening, Giggity Race League fans. Tonight we got the Xfinity series getting ready to get set to go. Qualifying just ended. Um, yeah, this is gonna be a wild race. They're
Yep.
counting down the start right now. I'm not sure of the qualifying order. I
I
honestly
believe
don't
Ed
even.
though has the pole.
Etho has the pole. All right,
And Deadpool was starting outside front row. That's the only two that I can see.
all right. So we just got the word to accept it. And we're going to get set to go. We didn't really get a chance to run a pre-race show. We thought it was going to be a little bit longer between the end of the dash and the start of the actual race. So we're sorry we didn't get a chance to come in and give our thoughts on what tonight's going to be. So yeah, I'm here with D Smith. Is that
Yep.
correct? Did I say that right?
Yep, that's right.
All right, man. Well, how's it going this
Hope
evening?
everybody's
You
doing good.
excited?
Yeah, excited. Hopefully it'll be a good race tonight. There's a lot of good drivers out there just trying to hopefully move their way up in the league and put a good showing on here in Xfinity Series.
All right, I
Pretty sure
believe we're
everybody's getting
already going
tired
to
of
be.
being at Daytona.
Yeah, yeah. I believe we're going to be going green here very, very shortly, if they haven't already. And no, what just happened? Everybody backed out. Everybody somehow backed out. Patty backed out. War Machine backed out. Golf Nut backed out. Low man's around. Yeah, there's something going on here. People lagged out pre-race. Must
Yep.
restart. That's an unfortunate situation. Happened last night. I got kicked out before we even started. I didn't go, and because we were trying to get the cars set up, and yeah, it kicked me out. So I don't know what happened here. People just lagged out. So yeah, I guess that gives us a chance to actually run our pre-race a little
Yeah.
bit. We got a new look for those of you who haven't seen the dash or well, I guess the race last night is not up anymore. So basically, what's going on is you're gonna see a lot of guys, familiar faces, and different numbers and different paint schemes. Why, you might ask? Well, the league with the expanding and the rapid amount of growth that we've had of just drivers in general, um, the admins of the league decided that the best course of action would be to switch over and run all custom schemes throughout the season and I guess the upcoming seasons. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of guys again in a lot of different numbers. Um, I honestly do not remember how this. I believe it's Kate Larson's team. Kate Larson's the new owner of Bro Motorsports or Bro Racing. They run 0 through 9 in numbers. Group Motorsports, which is the team that I'm in, runs numbers 10 through 19. Um, 20 through 29 is Smitty's team. 30 through 39 is Taddy. 40 through 49 is Noco. And 50 through 59, I believe, is RKM, if I remember right.
I think so. I know I'm a NOCO driver, so yeah, we are 40 through 49.
I think I'm right on that, all of those. But again, I could be wrong. Hang on, give me a second. I can figure that out real quick to make 100% sure. I believe. Yeah, everything's all messed up. I just realized that. Yeah, all the numbers are messed up. I forgot because we haven't updated the. Yep. Okay. Anyways, with that, we got a lot of guys coming out here running their debut in the Xfinity Series. we have a lot of guys who are veterans in the Xfinity series. We have a couple Cup regular, or well, we have one Cup regular, Taddy running down in the Xfinity series tonight. He won the dash earlier. So with
He
all these guys in
dominated
here,
the dash.
who are you looking for tonight to maybe make themselves known or kind of continue off of some momentum maybe they had last year?
Um, I'm hoping some of my teammates on NOCO will do good, such as Robbie. He's usually pretty good at plate tracks. Mike 99, he's been pretty good. He actually got moved up from trucks. He started out in trucks this year. We had some team movement go around, and we got him in an Xfinity ride. Um, just there's a good field out there. Hopefully they can keep it clean and just make sure it's overall a good race. Put on a show.
Yeah, we got again, as I said, a lot of good drivers. You know, some guys who are making their return. Lil Man, he's gonna be driving a 3 car. You'll know it. It's very similar to a Dale Senior style paint scheme. Just without obviously the number font. Um, you're gonna see Trey, a Group Motorsports guy in the 14 car tonight. He's making his debut in the Xfinity Series as a regular, but last year he swept the truck races at Daytona, so definitely a guy to look out for. Um, Obviously Taddy being a Cup guy, he's going to be one to look out for. As you mentioned, Robbie, he's a really good driver. Definitely somebody that's going to be running up front a lot. Um, sorry, I have a Yeah, we just have a lot going on right now, trying to get this figured out with the lag outs and everything. Is the
Heard on the race from one of the streams I got. I have not got a
Yeah, we
invite
haven't got
yet
an
though.
invite yet, so we'll see when that comes through. Um, yeah, so we don't know the order, the starting order.
There it
There's
is.
it, and I assume he'll tell us when to accept it. Um, yeah, this is gonna be a wild race tonight. We have 23 drivers in the race tonight. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm hoping that really I'm just hoping there's no issues tonight with people lagging
Yep.
so we can get these show these folks a race here.
All right. So they should be going green any second here if they haven't already, of course.
They are running a pace lap, so that gives us a second.
Yeah, they got to run a pace lap because they got to get everybody lined up. All right,
Hmm.
that's that's interesting. I wonder how they know what the positions were outside of knowing themselves.
I'm hoping Taddy had the wherewithal to jot it down or get a screenshot of it. He usually does. So.
Yeah, I assume he did. There you see that 3 car that we were talking about, Lil Man. Definitely going to be a huge contender, not only in this race but in the championship. Daddy, um, not on the pole. Voice crack. Wow. I
Mm.
don't know who's on the pole, honestly. I don't know who's running where. We'll figure it out as it goes.
We're in the dark as much as you guys are right now.
Yeah, we have no clue what's going on, to be honest. We're just kind of going to wait, see what happens. As everybody goes to find their position, this is a wild looking scene here as we get set to start.
All right, I'm gonna put mine on the pole sitter, so
Yeah, I don't know who it is, so
keeping
I'm
it
just gonna
balanced.
wait until it gets set up because it looks like Taddy's dropping to the back, so I don't know who's out front. I don't know
I
who's trying
remember
to be
Ed
out front.
though and Deadpool were the first row. That's the only two that I was sure of.
Yep, you're right. I remember you mentioning that to me. Yep, Ed though is the leader here. Can't move around the car, so yeah, he's driving 53, so he's with RKM.
RKM looks to have a pretty strong team this year.
We got a couple guys up here. You said who's on the outside of him? Did you say it was
Deadpool should be starting outside
Deadpool?
row. I mean,
Got it.
outside row one.
Another little blurb here. Robbie's going to be starting 7th. War Machine 6th. We're just kind of going off of who we see here. Mike is in 5th, as it looks right now, and it looks like we're getting set to go.
Yep.
And it looks
They're
like they should be going right at the line. I don't know why everybody's falling back here. Yeah, here we go. We are green. For sure now. Here in the Xfinity Series this season. And this is going to be again, a wild race. We saw really good racing in the dash, so hopefully it stays the same here. And you see a lot of guys already finding their line and dropping right to the bottom.
Yeah, it's been key this week. It's been hard to get going on the outside line unless you got a good few cars. The bottom line's just been dominating this first week of the season.
Yeah, we saw it a lot in the Cup race, trying to get to the bottom. We saw it a lot in the truck race. Still want to be on the bottom.
First 10 cars at least have all lined up on the bottom.
Everybody looks lined up. I mean, I'd say even more than that. So
out front though, we still have Ed though.
Ed though out front, and again, the way I'm running the camera right now, we're just looking back on the field, making sure nothing happens.
Oh wow.
So the first stage is going to be 30 laps. The first two stages actually will be 30 laps, and I believe the final stage is a 60 lap stint, if I'm not mistaken. Should total out to about 120 laps.
It does sound right.
So definitely a long time to go. I don't feel like this will be how the race runs the whole time. We saw a lot more aggressive moves toward the end of both races earlier this week, so we'll see if these Xfinity guys have kind of the same mindset.
Yeah, I try to use the first stage to feel the car out. You know, try to figure out the runs you can make if you're a pusher, if you're a puller. These plate tracks really test your nerves sometimes. And you don't want to have trouble early, screwing the whole race.
Yeah, this is going to be again, I still think this is going to be a very wild race. I think that the way it looks now is not going to be how it looks later on, and it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of guys that are running well that might have an issue and fall to the back. There's so many things that can go wrong tonight, and you just got to hope that you're out of the way and you get lucky because that's what Daytona's all about. You get lucky to finish up towards the front in general and not have a pretty clean day. So we'll see tonight if that holds true again. Looks like there was a little bit of lag there from the second place car. It was don't have a view on it.
I've got to get back.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
I want to say this lobby was so laggy there, it booted me from it, but I'm coming back in, so.
Oh, okay, that's it looks like Jackson out there in the in that car potentially. He's in the 32. So another one of Taddy's guys. And there's a wreck on the back there. Not sure if that's going to bring out a caution. And yes, it will. It looks like Lil Man, Roofer.
Yep, there it is.
And I'm not sure who else was involved there. Maddie was involved. And Cowboy was involved in that first wreck. That brings out our first caution of the night. And our first caution of the season. Here in the Xfinity Series. And now we're going to
first to see.
Yeah, now we're going to see what kind of strategies we find here. Are people going to pit now? Try to make it a one-stop run to the end of the stage. Fuel window is about 14 laps. The Jackson's a 26. Okay, so I messed up somewhere in there. Thanks, Smitty, for correcting me on that. I probably just can't read, to be honest.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that is obviously a 26. I don't know. Yeah, now that I'm not trying to read it upside down, yeah, it's a 26.
Got Jackson Strong out front with G9 Gamer Michael outside of him.
This is a wild restart. We got 3 wide in the back there. Looks like they sorted that out, but they're still 2 wide pretty much everywhere behind Jackson. I got a chance to race with Jackson a lot in my in the last league that I was in, along with Robbie and a bunch of others who ended up making their way over to here as well. And Jackson's a really good driver. Definitely going to be interesting to see what he's got tonight. As he leads everybody. It looks like somebody ended up flying down pit road. Definitely caught a speeding penalty. Not sure who that was. It's Mike.
Yep, Mike 99.
And it looks like he quit. So, unless it was a lag, but it looks like he backed out.
A little more. All right, I'm back up here. We got Jackson Strong up in first, still leading them around. Can you tell who that is behind him right there?
Behind him,
it's a teammate.
It's a teammate. What number? 25.
25.
No, but I can honestly look. The 25 is Diesel Chunk. Is up there in 4th. He's a pretty good driver. I got a chance to see him in the. I got to see him the other night. I don't remember if it was in the. I believe it's a truck race, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't remember where exactly it was, but it was a race I called, so I'll give myself that much credit.
They're still lined up single file up front.
They're single file for the most part, but about 4 cars back we have, maybe 5 cars back, we got about a 2-3 wide battle for a lead, or not for the lead, but for position.
We got 4, we almost had 4 wide in the back here, back where Enoch 22 is running in the 36 car.
And there's a car in the wall, and it looked like that was Taddy.
He slammed it hard.
Yes, it was. Yeah, he hit the wall.
Drops back down in front of Enoch.
And RJ Smitty is letting me know that it was Chunk in the truck dash and the truck race. So I am glad that glad we have you, Smitty, to let me know because I don't know a whole
Always good
lot
to
of
have a
your
spotter.
team, to be honest. Um, yeah, they're definitely making themselves known right now, though, running 1-2, and they're doing a really good job so far here in this race. As we see back in the second pack there, we see a lot of 2 or 3 wide action. We'll see how long they're able to hold that up for.
If it follows the trend of this week, it won't be long. Yeah, it's there's 7 cars up here in this lead line. They're staying pretty single file. Once somebody pokes out, they just get shoveled to the back of the line and fall in. Nobody's wanting to go with anybody right now. Just taking off laps, I believe, at this point.
Yeah, it looks like
So,
everybody's really just content with feeling it out and trying to really just run and get themselves in a position later on in the race rather than trying to make moves right now. Very smart, very patient racing, and
and
it's
as we
definitely
say
a lot
that,
better than seeing guys being too aggressive and seeing just a bunch of cautions. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say it's not something we want to see.
oh,
And
the
Jackson
leader
went
just shuffled
high.
out.
I don't know if he's going to be,
Oh, he made
and
it back down.
Chunk let him come back down. It looked like he definitely made a move to come back
His
down,
team was
and they're both
good
going to come to
gap.
pit road right now. So we have our first 3 takers on the pit road. That's unfortunate, though. It's only 3 and not going to be a bigger draft when they come off. And I assume being teammates are going to be on the same strategy. But now we move back up to the front of the pack.
You do
And it looks
not
like it's
want to pit
Deadpool
alone.
who is driving the 18 car. But actually, he's not the leader. He's the leader of the second pack. We're going to keep on searching here.
I'm showing whoever's in front of Dark Knight in the 1 car.
That's Michael, who also
and he's
has
coming
taken
down
the
pit
pit
road.
road.
We got the 51 and 52 out front right now. 3-car breakaway. A lot of early pit strategy going on. Probably
Yeah, they're
pitting here to make
pitting
it to the
right
end
on
of the
time
stage.
to just make it to the end. So they're playing bets on trying to make it to the end of this stage on gas.
Which isn't a bad strategy as long as you have somebody to go to pit road with. Going to pit road alone will really mess up a race because you're losing about 2 seconds a lap to the lead by yourself out.
25 car going to go just a lap down here. And it looks like they're also catching Jackson, so they're definitely going to put him a lap down as well. They're in that 26 car.
Michael Garrett's coming out the pits.
So is Redleg the leader, or no? He's not. Okay.
Dark Knight is, I believe.
Dark Knight. Okay. Okay. Cool.
In this 3-car little breakaway up front.
All right, 51
Dark Knight
and 52.
Roofer.
So yeah, Roofer coming back from that incident just a few laps ago. Both of them running a Napa scheme here tonight, just a little bit different color-wise. Obviously, this is during green flag pit stops, so these guys might be just looking to run a little bit longer, try to build up an advantage drafting together, and then come to pit, and maybe it'll help them out. Probably only pit and take, hard to take a guess if they're going to run it as far as they are. Maybe just take only tires, or not tires, take fuel only. Maybe just right side tires at most. I don't see them taking 4 tires just to get to the end of the stage. I think this is just a huge, I think this is mainly for strategy.
Yeah, they're trying to stay out there and put as many fast laps down as they can, trying to outpace the cars that just come in who might not have got formed up yet. When you see them come in, they'll be trying to get in and out as quick as possible to get back on the track and hopefully still have a decent lead on them.
So I think we're on the same page in saying that we're expecting them to take fuel only when they decide to come down pit road.
Either fuel only or 2 tires. because tire wear on this game is a huge factor. And
Tire wear is a huge factor, but being at Daytona, the tires don't wear as fast as everywhere else, and I think that's going to
that's true.
be a big factor in the decision making here tonight. I think somebody will risk it, not take any tires at some point late in tonight's race. And that might be a race-winning move, so we'll have to look out and see for that later on.
Oh, a bunch of cars coming to pit road. We got the 35, the 2, the 33.
The 43 of Robbie is also coming down. He's a little bit further behind everybody there, but
the field has gotten split up into about 3 or 4 different little groups of cars after these pits. Blending onto the track.
and that's definitely going to be a thing throughout the race, really. Just especially with long green flag runs, we've seen it all week. With a long green flag run, cars are going to be kind of spreading out, I guess, is the best word to put it.
And you see which team strategy really comes to the forefront here and pays off big. It looks like we still got Dark Knight out front with Roofer right behind him. They're coming up on a group of cars. You think they'll let them blend in or try to scoot on by him, get him a lap in? Ooh, he dropped down.
Oh, that's the little man there in the 3 who got up into the wall. I'm not sure exactly what happened. And side draft off the 32 and the 35. 2 Toyota teammates of Sadie. So that bottom line's getting formed up. We'll see if they're able to do anything.
The leaders moved up to the top.
Yeah, the 32 and the 35 didn't really give a whole lot of room to make anything happen. And here come the 2 RKM cars down pit road. 52, looks like both of them got slowed down. The 40 also come down pit road. That's a NOCO team car. All right, we'll see. We'll check out the strategy here. See what move they make.
I think there's about 7 laps to go to the end of the stage. So I think they just split this last run of the stage.
Oh, Dark Knight got caught in that glitch, it looks like, where he went just a little bit too far through. The 40 car definitely took fuel only. I'm almost willing to bet.
He's already out. Dark Knight's coming out now. Or did he not get to pit? No, I'm pretty sure he did. We'll see.
Yeah, Dark Knight came in the pit. Looked like he got stuck in his pit box. Might have had a problem there. Not sure exactly what happened. I'm not 100% sure who is in the lead right now either.
I'm believing it's somebody in this group with Diesel Shunk. Maybe.
So we think it's Jackson out front still? Because I honestly do not know. That's a huge problem with that's the only complaint I have about trying to broadcast these races. Is that there's no running order. We can't tell where we're supposed to be looking, and we also can't watch everybody's stream that's separate from this at once to try to figure it out either. So we're just gonna have to take a guess. We're just gonna assume that, as it was coming to green flag pit stops, that Jackson and Chunk are out front right at the moment, until we are told differently.
It's very spread out. back here towards, well, they're coming out of turn two. No, they're coming into the tri-oval. Now there's a good little group of cars around G9 Gamer. They're coming up on the Zero Woodruff Sport. He goes high. They'll blow past this 53 car, hopefully.
Oh, Robbie had a problem
Oh.
and went around in the grass. I don't know what happened, but he got hit, and on his screen he went flying. But on our screen he didn't. So I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but he's stuck in the grass in the tri-oval.
Oh, he's in the grass.
He came by.
No caution then.
Yeah,
Stays green.
No caution. Not sure. I don't know who the leader is right now. I don't think it's Jackson. I think it's somebody else in a different position than them. I almost think it might be Roofer, but I really don't know. I'm just trying to take a wild guess based off of trying to somehow figure out the times and where people are on the track.
Yeah.
There
are
are
in the grass.
less than 3 to go. I believe there's 2 to go this time by, if not 1 to go here in stage 1. So yeah, I just want to
go ahead.
just want to apologize that we do not know who the leader is. They just, again, there's really no way to tell without watching somebody else's stream, and we're just, and, you know, we're making do with what we got right now. But this is definitely a struggle we're gonna have.
On the hunt, trying to find it.
I believe there's 1 lap left here in the stage, this being the final lap, but again, I'm not sure.
In turn 1, there is a battle for some positions with G9 Gamer and Jackson and Woodruff, I think. I don't know if it's for the top position, really, but there.
Honestly, I'm watching Robbie's stream right now in race. He's running 19th, and on lap 29 or 30, but he's also a lap down. So I don't know. That was the end of the stage. Don't know who's in front. Don't have a clue. If somebody can get us a picture of that, though. Taddy, I assume will.
Pits, we should know.
Yeah, we're working for you guys, trying to figure this out, because again, it's a huge struggle to try to figure it out right now. Taddy should get it. Yep, Taddy just got it to us.
Jake.
All right, so your top 10 is Jake Giroux, able to come out of stage 1 with the win. Roofer was 2nd. Red Leg 3rd. Taddy 4th. Low Man 5th. Dark Knight 6th. Jackson 7th. Chunk 8th. Woodruff 9th. And Michael rounds out the top 10 there for stage 1.
Strategy was all over the place here.
Yeah, that was interesting. We'll see if anything more to come up. But Woodruff is going to be your on the point here for the restart.
Sure is. Starting 2nd on that stage was Ed, though.
Driving a Toyota, but he's driving a 0, so I assume he's still a Larson team member right now. He's getting pushed by a member of Taddy's team, Underdog Racing, I believe. There's a 35. That would be 35 is Golf Nut. in second. Third is Roofer right now, so those are your top three. And you see again, just kind of as it started out earlier, a lot of guys are just kind of moving to the bottom, trying to get single file.
Still got Woodruff out front. Government getting passed for second.
That's going to bring Roofer up to second, and we'll see if he tries to make a move for the lead. Behind them is the 40 car, who has been out front a lot. Or, well, he's been up front. That's Jake.
Jake.
So he just won stage 1. So we'll see if he's got anything for him again here. Here's stage 2.
They're still single file first 15.
Somebody shuffled out a line down there below the double yellow. They come back up though.
Oh, up the track.
And there's a couple cars into the wall. Not sure though. Everybody keeps it straight, and we're going to stay green.
Yeah. It's hard to get a caution on this game, I'll tell you that.
With all that going on, that gets this lead pack here kind of slip away. It's like the top, 9 or 10 cars up front?
Yeah, at least. This started out with Woodruff and then Roofer. Got Jake in third, Low Man Dirks in fourth, with G9 Gamer in fifth.
So we got 8 cars up there in the in that lead pack.
There's 3 back behind them, about a couple hundred yards, trying to get something going here. But when you got a line that big, it's hard to muster up.
Especially when they're all working together and working really well.
Oh yeah.
I'm just cleanly running it right now. Again, very early in stage 2, even still very early in the race. Stage 2 only 27 laps. I'm not sure why it's not even 30, unless they just take off laps in between the stage. But I don't know that this game does that, so I'm not sure.
The caution laps probably counted it down.
Okay. Little Man was trying to make a move on the high side there, just couldn't get anything going. He was up to about halfway around the second place car of Roofer before starting to fall back through 3 and 4. And it looks like he's left out to dry again.
It's a death wish. Yep, it's a death wish here lately. Nobody's wanting to work with anyone except teams. And really, that's what you get when you have a bunch of good teams like this. Everybody stays loyal.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch these guys kind of learn each other outside of their teams, because we all practice together as teammates, and so that's who we know, that's who we trust. And Roofer had a run on the inside there, but Woodruff looked like he came down just a little bit, and Woodruff's coming down pit road, and the 46 goes around and into the outside wall. Going to keep it straight, but he's going to lose a lot of spots.
Meanwhile, up front,
looked like he was trying to come down pit road and just lost it. Roofer lost a lot of spots on that as well.
Oh man, Dirk is up front though. He just took the lead from.
Yeah, Low Man is in front, and it looks like he's trying to bring.
He's got Gina behind.
Looks like he's trying to bring Michael with him up there to the front. Yeah. Both teammates.
They're trying to see what this outside line will do right now, but the inside's coming strong with Jake coming.
Jake on the inside with Jackson in second, and Roofer, who fell back in third in line on the bottom, but he moves up to the high side.
Ooh. Yep. Now he drops back down now.
Yep.
They're three.
This is a very good six-car battle here for the lead. Any one of these cars could come out with it.
Side by side, coming on the backstretch. Here comes a slow car coming off pit road. Maybe that won't affect him. Oh, up into the wall goes Wood.
Yeah, that was Woodruff, who had just come off pit road. And he's trying to catch a draft, but I don't know if anybody's going to work with him. He's going to have to try to fall into the back of that draft to the second pack.
And the 40 cars worked his way up front again.
Yeah, Jake back out front here.
Out front right now we've got
It's Jake, Jackson, and Roofer are the top three, and then fourth looks like Lowman, and fifth would be Michael.
Yep. The solid top five. That's.
Yeah, these guys are all really, really good. And
I could see that being the five to beat for this Xfinity season.
And you could even throw Taddy in there. He's been really fast. He's had some bad luck. It looks like there's a wreck on the backstretch, and it's going to bring out a caution. Robbie was involved in it. I don't know exactly what happened. I'll have to go back on his stream. Yeah, somebody was around well before he came down the backstretch. Not sure who it was. It was in the middle of the track, and I don't know if Robbie saw him or not at the time. May have barely got
right here,
clipped.
we got to pay attention to see who cycles to the front, and if anybody's going to take two tires, no tires, go ahead and take all four. Make sure you got the grip to get through the field.
Yeah, we'll see what they got. Definitely not.
Out front. We got Jake out front. Green flag back in the air. We got Jake out front with Jackson's outside.
Jake.
Roofer right behind Jake.
Jake's got a really good pusher behind him in Roofer, but Jackson also has a really good pusher in Lowman. It's just a matter of what line builds up, and everybody wants to go to the bottom. And that's just what's killing everybody who restarts on the high side anywhere.
Yeah. That's the difference between Talladega and Daytona. Talladega, if you get enough cars on that high side, it will freight train the inside line. But Daytona is just so narrow and compact, nobody wants to go up there and try to hold it.
So we got 79 laps to go, but we're 12 laps into stage 2, 27.
Oh, they're wrecking.
And there's a huge wreck.
Widen them up. Jackson's involved. Little man Dirk flipping down the back stretch 14. And caution is out.
Wow, that was a huge wreck. I missed it because I hit the wrong button. That's unfortunate. So, pitting now should make it to the end of the stage. As we see everybody, that was just a huge melee coming off of 4. And wow, that was a wild run there. So, as I just mentioned, based off pit strategy, do you come in now and pit, or do you maybe wait and try to pit later in the stage, maybe give yourself a chance to come out? What are you doing?
If I'm up front, I'm staying up front with track position. Pitting could just put you back there in that hornet's nest and just ruin your day and call it something else, like we just saw with Lil Man and other folks like that. Jackson and Roofer still up front with Dark Knight. Woodruff is up there too, with the top 5 filed into the inside. Everybody's trying to get to the bottom here to start with.
Yeah, everybody running to the bottom. That's where it looks like they want to be, is at the bottom. And as mentioned all race, I think that especially after a big wreck like that, you got to see a lot of guys trying to be patient and maybe not try to push as much as what we just saw, which led to a huge wreck.
Right, you just got to watch for your runs and time them good. They are beating and banging up in the front
You
back.
see a lot of contact coming up from the second and third row cars. And Roofer is in second. He restarted second and fell down in the line right away. And really, we had a car up in the wall. Not exactly sure who it was. But Roofer's got a huge run to the outside, and only his teammate's going to go with him, which is going to stall that run out heavily. And they're going to fall right back to the back.
Too big of a gap between him and second. And the inside line's coming strong. They've got more organization down there than the top line. Nobody wants to get stuck on the outside. Ooh, up the track. Coming down, 3 wide.
Alright, so we see everybody pretty much single file here in the first pack. Not a lot really going on. Jake is in the lead currently. Second place is the what I believe is the 25. It didn't take me all day. That's Diesel Chunk trying to get up there. And third is the 32 car. Being
I'm not sure at this moment.
the 32 car is Maddie.
Oh. Yep, Matty is in the 32. He's got Woodruff right behind him. Ooh.
And behind the 0 is G9 Michael. Behind him is Dark Knight, and in the 35 car is Golf Nut.
This lead little line. They've got some speed going.
So to see a lot of cars. I'd say, what is this, probably the top 12, 13 cars up front, all lined up just trying to run together.
Yeah, that's easily this. I'm looking at the top 9 on my screen with the broadcast view. Yeah, they're just single file. Nobody's wanting to get stuck on the outside. Nobody wants to try to get a line going.
And why would you right now? I mean, again, it's still second stage. There's really not a whole lot that you can complain about.
You've got to figure out if you can get a run going on the outside. If you try to wait to the last lap to do it, it'll be too late.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. But I think everybody, again, you know, we just had a big wreck. And
you gotta be smart.
Typically after big wrecks, you're going to see a lot of guys kind of be more patient, settle down a little bit, and the blood's kind of going to stop rushing as fast, and you're going to be like, hey, you know, we gotta let off just a little bit, kind of maybe tone down the aggression level. And right now we're seeing that's what we're seeing, is just a lot of patient racing.
Somebody out, they will shuffle them out quick.
Yeah, and there goes Chunk. He's going to fall. Just a third. He only lost a position out of that, and it's going to bring Woodruff up. There's not Woodruff. I'm sorry, that's Maddie. I'll bring him up to second.
Jake's still holding strong out front in the 40 car for NOCO.
Yeah, 40 cars look really good ever since he's gotten out front, and his strategy's played a huge part for him getting up there. I assume he took no tires. I don't know 100%, but I assume he took no tires.
Well, it wouldn't be a bad move if it can get you out front, because it looks like he's got a car that can sit there and block it. Keith will run from coming, anyway. Oh yeah, the top 9 at least. Yeah, top 9's broken away right here. The end of it is G9 Michael Gamer. G9 Gamer Michael, there we go.
Yeah, Michael, typically in the booth with me for races, but obviously he runs the Xfinity Series full time, so he's not able to, obviously not able to call the race. We see
Dark Knight's trying to come up and join this little group, but these top 5 getting organized, they might start pulling away here.
Matty looked like he looked to the outside for just a slight second, split second, fell right back in. This is just, I mean,
there goes a move to the inside.
I don't think you can make
in.
a move to the inside until you see somebody make a mistake and stay up there.
Yeah.
Honestly, right then, coming through 2 was the best chance, and there was just nothing there.
You got to be careful trying to poke it to the inside, though, of these folks. It is very easy to come across somebody's nose and not realize it.
Again, I think they're just content. I mean, we got 2 laps to go here in the stage, or they're coming to 2 to go here left in the stage, I believe. And they're just still feeling it out, trying to just get a good run. Keep in mind, this is the first race we've run since the teaser in the Xfinity cars. They're trying to get a better idea of, I mean, they waited the longest to get their race in, get their first race in.
Jake Guro's trying to sweep both the first 2 stages here.
Yeah, he's looked very strong all night. Definitely somebody that we kind of didn't really mention with a lot of the guys that are coming back in a series. As we said, Little Man and you know, Taddy coming down and being able to dash his way in. There wasn't a whole lot of talk about Jake, and you know, he's definitely running really well right now. As this is the final lap of stage 2 right here.
Yep. If you're gonna try to go for it, it's time to go.
I think this right here is a good time to try to test, maybe see if anybody can get a run on the outside lane coming to the start finish line. And there's 2. There's the 32, but he's going to get left out to dry again. A little bit of contact there between second and third on the inside line. I'm not sure who.
He's going to take a 3 wide for second on the inside.
Yep, and the 32 of Matty got the worst of that. He got put up in the wall. The 51 up into the wall as well. And Jake Giroux is going to be able to. They threw a caution coming to the start finish line. That will end the stage. So we'll get you your top 10 here in just a second.
Top winner is Jake. Second was Woodrow. Third, Diesel Chump. Fourth, G9 Gamer Michael. Fifth was Golf Nut. Sixth, Trey. 7964. Seventh, Dark Knight. Eighth was Matty. 9, Reg Leg Racing. And 10th was War Machine.
All right, there we go. So here in stage 3, I think, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if they're going to be a little more aggressive this time around, or if we're going to see more of the same as we've seen past 2 stages.
Ooh, G9 Michael Gamer had some kind of strategy to move him up to the outside lead.
Yeah, so Michael's going to restart on the outside here as we start stage 3 here at Daytona in the Xfinity Series. Jake with just a really good restart. He's had a lot of really good restarts here recently. They're just here tonight.
Outside
and behind him is Golf Nut again.
They're fighting for the bottom, but there's not much.
That's just where everybody wants to be, is down on the bottom. There's not a whole lot to not a whole lot to really say about that. It's just that's where you want to be.
And that shuffled Michael back to about 6th, 7th place very quick. Jake still
there's a couple of Toyotas in 2nd and 3rd, and I believe there might be one in 4th as well. But a run was trying to come from Golf Nut, and he just the 2 with him didn't want to go, so he's going to get shuffled out, and he's going to probably fall back a little ways.
Really, it's a risk-reward situation going to the high side. If you either You're gonna have some cars go with you, and maybe you can get a run and go by, or you're just gonna get freight train and everybody behind you will move up one spot. If you're in line and you see a car go high, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take this spot given to you, or try to see if you can capitalize on a run on the outside?
Well, I think it depends on where I'm at in the situation. I think right now, and the way these cars are really running, and the way everybody else seems to be wanting to run. I mean, one guy going to the outside. If you know, I mean, I don't want to put myself at risk right now, specifically in the race. You know, there's still 54 laps to go. I'm not putting myself in a position to fall back. And potentially be involved in
Hard into the wall.
a wreck. You got a couple cars in the wall in the back there. It doesn't look like only one car went around. I don't know if it'll bring out a caution.
Ooh, Woodruff is spinning. He is. Oh, he's getting pummeled in 3 and 4.
And that's going to bring out a caution.
Yep. The caution comes out as that line started to form up front.
Yeah, RJ, I agree. Jake's really ran an almost perfect race tonight. He's done well to get up to the front, and then just the strategy that he's run has been executed almost perfectly, and
he's
going to be really hard to beat tonight. But back to what I was saying about about what I would do. It just like I said, at this point in the race, you know, we still got about 50 laps to go. I'm not 100% sure that I want to pull out and try to make a move yet. I'd just stick to the inside and run however run how I had been for what would be most of the race for me. I don't see myself running the high line very much here at all. And yeah, I just stick to the inside, keep making up positions as I go, and then the only way I get out of line is if it's my teammate and I got a couple teammates behind me. But even then, it's still a huge risk to try to pull out here. There's not a whole lot else that I can say about it.
They're trying to get a line going on the outside now, though.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of Toyota guys outside there.
They've got it organized pretty well, trying to get by, but a 40 car on the inside, hard to get by. That line of cars is just too much for the 3 cars on the outside. Up front we got Jake and G9 Michael, who's up there with him.
Somebody shot out of line like a cannon down the backstretch.
Looks like it was Red Leg or War Machine.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on who it was, but it didn't affect him any. He's up to 3rd right now.
Meanwhile,
behind Jake and Michael. That's the 53.
Wow, Matty got out of line and he is moving straight to the back. There's a car flipping in the trial. But I think it's going to stay around.
Yeah, it's not going to bring out a caution. The 53 is Ed, though. So what has been so far flawless race from Jake. He's running really well, but you see Michael, he's been up front. He's kind of fell to the back a little bit. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got something for him. And even Ed, though, who's our pole sitter tonight, why wouldn't he be in the conversation right now, running 3rd?
Obviously he's got a fast car.
Roofer, he got caught up in a wreck in stage 1. He's come back. He's led a few laps, or he's definitely been close to leading a few laps. I'm not 100% sure if he's led But he's been up in the top three a couple different times. You know, there's a lot of guys still in the conversation, and this race is far from over. There's still a little under, a little over 45 laps to go in this race. Anything can happen before this thing's over.
I believe the top two will be having to pit here in about. They can't make it much more than 6 more laps. So we'll be seeing some green flag stops here in a minute. If it stays green.
That's another huge factor is green flag pit stops. You know, we don't know. We don't know the strategies anymore. You know, there's so many differing ones that we're not 100% sure what's going to be going on, who's going to be doing what. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting. You're just going to have to stay tuned to find out.
These top 7 cars are starting to pull away. Yeah, they probably got about a 2-second gap on 8th place.
Yeah, these guys are just really running well. I mean, they're hooked up. They're moving.
Hugging the bottom. They do not want to let anybody in below.
So yeah, we're 25 to go. 45 to go here in this race, and
they've still got 2, maybe 3 more pit stops to make. So
yeah, they got let's see. I would say 2, but it depends. If they go green, it'll be a 3-stop race. 45
depends on
laps.
how long you stretch your run. I'm sure there's somebody on a strategy.
But from here, from where we're at right now, it's a 3-stop race, and Michael looked like he went down just a little bit, tried to come back up and regain his position on the bottom.
He's got the front group all jumped up. Who's that in the outside line? Right there, the 51?
The 51 is...
Just got pushed up into the wall.
51 is Dark Knight. He's running really well tonight. He's been up front. Obviously, it looks like he hasn't lost that draft yet, so he's still running 6th right now. Michael looked like he went up high, and he's going to fall back a little bit. And yeah, again, Roofer right back up to it. Behind him looks like another, looks like the 45 car there. And that
45 or 46?
Oh, well, you know what? Since
it is the 46.
It's the 46 at Pendle. I'm sorry. That's my mistake.
The 40's finally got some help with him up front and a teammate if he decides. If somebody were to go up high, I'm pretty sure he'll stick with his teammate in the line.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Ooh. He's trying to go to the inside.
Definitely tried to make that move there, but it just wasn't there. And as of right now, it is a 2-stop race.
Okay.
So if they pit from here, it's now just 2 stops. We'll obviously see if that makes any difference to anybody right now. I think it'll probably be. I think it's definitely going to be 2 stops from here, but I don't know. Again, we really don't know the strategy. We know that there's about a 14-lap run of fuel. So depending on what anybody did, here comes a lot of cars down pit road now.
Team Noco and Chris. Michael coming in.
Yeah, Michael down pit road, the two NOCO guys,
There's some
Pendo
more
and Jake,
following behind him.
and we'll see who comes out front here. This is definitely a Oh, when somebody got into the 40 coming off pit road, it looked like the 26, and that would be Jackson, and that's going to hurt the 40's time.
Ooh. And Jackson spun out the 2 on pit road. Huh. I thought they got these pit glitches fixed, but I guess not.
Yeah,
It looks like G9. It looks like Michael come out first of that little group right there. Yeah,
Yeah, he did, but he got a huge, huge lead. And there's nobody in front of him either. So
behind him is
the guys behind him are definitely going to get lined up.
The top 7 have yet to pit, so whenever it cycles through, that's who will be in the lead right now is Michael.
That just really hurt him, though. There's no drafting help at all for him, and whoever's behind him,
he's waiting.
Michael's just got to be hoping that they don't get together and start drafting, because they'll catch him pretty quick being by himself. As we now also have less than 40 to go here in this race.
Yep, just crossed the line, 4:40 to go.
It's really not a whole lot going on up front, so we'll check her out around everything else. See Jackson running around here. Mike looks like he's one of the... I believe only 2 cars actually out of the race right now. Deadpool's out of the race.
Maddie's on pit road.
Is Eternal also out of the race? It looks as though he is. Maddie's in the pits right now. Dark Knight is struggling to get on pit road, sideways into the wall. But it went back around. It was after he crossed the pit road line, but now he's got a lot of damage. It looks like he needs fixed. And we're back around to Michael. So that was a quick tour through the field, kind of checking out anything that's going on. There's really not a whole lot. There's no real pack racing outside of Cowboy here with that's the 53 of Beto and the 26 of Jackson. Diesel Chunk hooked up with the 33. No pit Pendle's all by himself.
The leader is Jackson, on pit road.
Mike. Jake is in a huge pack right now with the 52, who is under him and around him. It looks like with Mike behind him.
Michael's back in the lead.
So Michael is confirmed the leader right now.
Yes, it's Michael, Pendle, Cowboy, Edo, and Jackson top 5.
Really?
Yes.
Is there any update on this group back here? We got the 52 of Roofer. We got Maddie in here. There's who else is back there? Jake's in there.
Jake, that's that's probably 6 through. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, this is where we get kind of lost is after all these pit stops. We don't know. Again, there's no lineup comes up for us, so we just kind of gotta take a guess of where we're looking and what we're looking for. And
I'm showing Cowboy is in fifth. So if you go behind him, come into drive. Okay, so yeah, it looks like that the line that Jake is in is probably 6th through 11th, led by Rupert right here.
yeah, I got the top
They are
5 right
battling.
here of Michael, Endel, Edtho, Jackson, and Cowboy are the top 5.
Ooh, the 40 car Jake getting pushed below the line by 32. They're coming up on a car on the back stretch.
So with 34 laps to go, I did about 8 laps ago. So they'll have to pit again here in another 6 at most, and then there might be, this still might be a 3-stop race from where they were at.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because I don't think anybody's going to risk running all the way out of fuel. And I don't know if anybody's going to be able to save.
They are coming up on Michael quick. 2nd through 5th is. He's
Yeah, they've gained about a 2nd on him.
to his best time.
It looks like they finally got hooked up, and it looks like there's 4 of them. It's Edtho, Jackson, Cowboy, and Pendle all together.
It is a
And
big gap to
yeah, they do. Those 4 are
Roofer.
charging under 2 seconds now.
Roofer is in 6th place, leading that line going into turn 4. That's where Jake is at. Jake is 2nd in line there. So he went from leading at pit, beginning of it, to 7th place after it all cycled through.
That's interesting. I wonder what happened. Well, I guess we do know what happened. He got turned on pit road when he was in his stall. One of those glitches where the 26 car just kind of was going into his stall, and it turned that 40 car around, and obviously slowed down his pit time drastically. As it's now under a half-second gap between Michael and Edtho, who's in 2nd, with Jackson behind him.
Oh yeah,
and we'll see. They're going to try. I don't know. Michael's not even going to make an attempt to make a block, but only 2 of them are going to go to the outside. So we'll see what happens. So Toyota teammates are going to work together, and
they bunched them up. It's going to be a battle here.
That's a 2 of Cowboy, who's going to stick with them.
Wow, new leader.
Edtho is the leader, but the 2 on the bottom, Cowboy and Michael, the 1 and the 2, are coming right back.
There goes.
And the 53 up and rushes the wall, and it takes Jackson and the 53 both into the wall. Slows them down a lot, and it looks like they're both able to keep draft with each other. I don't know if Jackson's still in the draft at all with this lead pack. It looks like he might have fallen back just a little too far.
Well, right now it's Michael's
trying to pull the 2 of Cowboy around with him.
Yes.
And at some point he might, and he does. He finally finishes that pass. So now Dave Larson and his team of Bro Racing are 1-2 right now.
in the 1 and 2.
Yeah, yeah, and the 1 and 2 cars. Yeah, Jackson and Eto are kind of running their own race now. It's just these top three who are working together. And that's going to be very helpful as they come back again down the back straightaway, down towards 3 and 4. There's coming to 28 laps to go here in this race. And unless we see a caution, this is kind of just gonna play out. I don't know who's gonna get it. I mean, I assume if it stays the way it is right now, the running order, I mean, Cowboy and Michael are just gonna work together and try to put themselves in a 1-2 position one way or the other, depending, no matter who wins or loses it.
We've got cars coming off the pit road. The leader will be in within the next 2 laps.
Yeah, leader.
After this, it's a one-stop race.
Yeah, it looks like they all made it to where they needed to make it. So yeah, it should be a one-stop race from here.
Now I'm curious to see if the leader is going to take 4 tires, 2 tires. On his, I'm looking at his stream.
Yeah, I'm on his stream as well, so we will have the
there he comes.
inside look at it here. We're not going to say nothing about it though. We're going to let everybody who hasn't pitted figure it out.
Let's see who will be the first car.
I just hope he didn't get stuck in that glitch, man. I hate that so much.
Jake is on pit road with the group, so.
Oh, contact. Looks like he got off pretty well though, so no problems there.
Yeah, he let him off the pit road, that little group, so it cycles him back to 8 once again. Yep. Michael, Cowboy, and Pendle. 8th, 9th, and 10th right now. Alright, the leader is on pit road. And
there's a couple cars it looks like behind them, right? That's Jackson.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken, and that 26 car coming back up around here. He had a huge run, but he has no help to come around the outside. He's gonna fall back in.
He should be your leader when he says exactly.
Yeah, we will. No, that puts him in third because the 2 leaders have not pitted. Little Man and Woodruff have not pitted quite yet.
So they're stretching it just a little bit.
But this is your lead pack still as we move around. Jackson was able to catch back up. He must have had a miraculous pit stop. The stages, the Titans, were won both by Jake Drew in the 40 car for Noco Racing. He really had the dominant car both stages. Definitely stage 2 was the most dominant. I'm pretty sure he led almost every lap. And yeah, it's just this has been an interesting race. Like a lot of the rest of the races this week have been, they haven't really been your traditional Daytona side-by-side pack racing. It's been 4-car breakaways, you know, a couple cars here, a couple cars there, kind of getting their own runs. But
been a relatively clean race as well. Nope, not many cautions.
Yeah, I think we've only seen like 2 cautions that weren't stage breaks. A huge wreck that kind of really slowed everything down. The pace of the race was picking up there in the middle of stage 2, and it just slowed everything back down. Everything kind of mellowed out a little bit. And then we saw a wreck coming to the end of stage 2, coming to the green checkered. Didn't really affect
That was
much.
just bad
Jake was wide open. He had like a 3-car length lead coming. Literally, the caution came out right at the start finish line. And yeah, other than that, this has been a really, really clean race. Haven't seen a whole lot go down. Other than what we're seeing right now is just his strategies. I think that's going to be the big thing. Lil Man is on pit road. Both leaders are actually on pit road right now.
So Michael will cycle back out.
And yeah, Michael's going to be the leader as we hit turn 1 and go through 1 and 2 right now.
Right now, your top 5 is Michael out front with Cowboy 4 in second, Pit Kendall 3rd, Jackson 4th,
And Jake Giroux takes 5th.
Yes, so that line with Jake in it, just trying to get something going here.
They're about 7.5 seconds back of these lead 4. And
He's got the 38 with him. Oh, it's a 4-car. It's 2 4-car groups separated by 7 seconds.
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
38, 32, and 53 are behind Jake there.
I think it's going to take a wild final pit stop for either of them to make a huge run, unless this 4-car pack gets separated, and I just don't see that happening.
I don't either. It could depend on which one of these lines has to take tires at the end of the last stop. I think it's about a 7-second difference from one side to the other.
Yeah, we come to the
4, and this next one takes 2. They'll be even right back out.
As they move around Taddy there for the put him down another lap. I'm not 100% sure whether he was on the lead lap coming to that or not.
I think he had trouble earlier, got into a wreck and had some damage.
Yeah, I do believe he was one of the cars that were involved in that big wreck. And not sure what happened, but Jackson went around. Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but his car just snapped sideways. I don't know if he blew a tire or what, but we have 20 laps to go exactly.
Taddy hopped in behind those top 3. So
yeah, Taddy's doing alright back there. Chunk is running there with Roofer and Lowman. Findle, obviously third in line. He's in third right now. Jackson, who went around, is now getting going. Yeah, he has a tire down. That's the problem right now with this car. He's got a tire down, unable to drive it back to pit road very well. It doesn't look like this car. Yeah, it's going to go around again here. Yeah, there's definitely the left rear tires down. So that's gonna pretty much put an end to his night in terms of a quality finish. He had a very good run though. He ran very well, and it'd be interesting to get a chance to talk to him after the race if we have a chance to.
This line of cars with a little man in the middle of it.
Jake is right now in 4th. He just took over 4th position, and it's a 3-car breakaway. But they don't seem to be losing time. They don't also seem to be gaining time. So it kind of just at a stalemate right now with the lead pack that's led by Michael.
The 4th car in line in that pack is Taddy. He is not on the lead. He is not a factor in running order.
Yeah, look at Taddy, who just came down pit road. You look at War Machine, who's running with Lil Man. We see Golf Nut. Lil Man, who is in line with behind Roofer right now. You see Maddie coming up on the 40 of Jake. dark night there. He's running with the 0. And we're right back again to Michael, who's out front. And there you see him going around Taddy. Taddy not going to be able to catch this draft this time around. And falls another lap down. Yeah, this really has not been a whole lot to say here in this third stage. There hasn't been a whole lot going on. We've seen just a lot of green flag pit stops. I think strategy might come into effect here, but
it depends on who's got to take what tires at the end of this in the next pit. The window will open in about 2 laps, and you can make it to the end. So.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. They're coming up. I think they're 1 lap away from maybe a lap and a half. I'd say they run another 2 laps before they come down pit road. Honestly, I think if they run 2 laps, they'll safely be in the zone. They're coming. This time by will be 15 laps to go, and nobody's got a fuel light on, so I think they'll be able to run another lap and definitely get it at least coming to 14 to go. Come down pit road, if not a little after that even. I believe that last pit stop was at 27 laps to go. So definitely should be good to go on fuel. Should not have any problems making it to the end if they get around this lap.
They are starting to pull away. Behind Pendle in third, it's about another 8.5 seconds back to 4th place. So it's a 3-man race at this point.
Yeah, it looks like the one car potentially will be coming down this. Yeah, will be coming this time. No, he's not going to come down this time because neither of the other 2 came with him. So he's going to force the other 2, being Pendle and Cowboy, to come with him. And I think that was a smart move, kind of almost an experienced move, to know that they weren't going with him. That way he doesn't lose the draft.
Oh, definitely. He went below, see if anybody else was going to go with him, and thought he had no takers. And came with
I think they have to go this next time by. I think everybody really wanted to. Those 2 behind him wanted to just make sure that they had fuel. I don't think they were going to just leave him out to dry. I definitely don't think Cowboy, especially being his teammate. Yep, there we see it.
Yep, they all came in right there.
Did the 45 make it, but without a penalty?
I'm not sure.
I'm not willing to bet they didn't. They did. Let's see. Somebody got off pit road before he did.
Yeah, there was no penalty for the 46. They were penalty.
46 got no penalty on that?
No penalty.
But he does come out third still, so doesn't help him.
Woodruff with the move to get in front of Game, to get in front of Michael. That is who
Woodruff is out front.
Will be out front if it cycles through. Depending on what these other cars did on pit road, this could be a race winning move there for Woodruff.
And Diesel lost connection to the race. We saw him on pit road. See Rupert coming down now. Excuse me. Like, I don't know what that was. Choking on my water. Yeah, 12 laps to go. Definitely going to make it to the end on fuel. No problems there. But now the question is going to be, is the one car going to catch up? I don't know that Woodruff hasn't pitted yet.
That may be true. I feel like Rooker had a problem in the back stretch. Back there with
Because he is
Jake.
He would have had to gained a lot of time on pit road, and I don't know that actually is the case. As of right now, Lil Man is the only one that we know for sure has not fitted yet, and I don't know if Woodruff is just not on the same strategy as everybody else. But we're coming down to the wire here, down to, I believe, coming to 10 laps to go.
Another lap down Dark Knight in front of Michael right there.
And they're going to move to the out. No. I don't know what Michael's doing. I think he's being very conservative, trying to not make the wrong move, which might end up costing him and ended up making the wrong move. I think he's got to make the jump to the outside, and if you're Kay Larson right now, you definitely got to be wanting these two to work together to try to get around the 51 right now of Dark Knight. And Woodruff is on pit road. Woodruff just pitted, and Lil Man also has pitted, which puts Michael right back up front.
Michael, Pendle, and Lil Man top. No, Michael, Cowboy, and Pendle. Top three.
Michael, Cowboy, Pendle. Michael and Cowboy again, teammates. As I mentioned just a couple minutes ago, I think Michael's waiting for the opportunity that him and Cowboy can both go and get around this 51. Or maybe Michael just wants to sit back and push. I mean, 8 laps to go, and maybe he just wants to have that 51, be in the draft of the 51 in case anybody tries to make that move to the outside.
But that could also pull, the 51 could pull somebody else to a win past him if it shakes out wrong. So.
I don't know if the two makes an attempt to step out at the end, and I definitely don't see him going out to help help Pendle get out there in front. I don't know.
The 1 and 2.
Again, it just comes back to the fact that they're both teammates, so I don't see them not working together. But I don't know what the thought process is for either one of them right now. Obviously, I don't have a way of reading their minds and figuring out what they're trying to do.
Worst case scenario for the 1 and 2 is that they go together, and
the 46 got a huge run on the outside. Yes. I don't know where it even came from. Really, there's nobody. He just got it all by himself. He must have kind of backed off a little bit.
He's hoping the 51 will get high in front.
Yeah, 61 or the 51 is not running high, and Michael's right back up on the bumper of the 51. As we have 6 laps to go here in this race, and it's really just a 3-car battle unless somehow a caution miraculously comes out. Your top 5 right now, you see obviously we have Michael, Cowboy, and No Fit Pendle up in the top 3. Little Man's running 4th, and War Machine is in 5th.
It's 11 seconds back to 4th place. So.
Yeah. working its way up to 12. Honestly, it's a huge gap.
Kendall trying to stay with the draft right now. He may have lost it.
Yeah, I missed what just happened. Did he make a mistake, or was there something that?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. And then the 51 gets out of the way, lets the two teammates go by.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that's what Michael was looking to do, was try to maybe make a move, or wait for Pendle to potentially make a mistake and then make that move to the outside of 51, knowing that it was just his teammate there. If that's the case, it's a very smart move on his part. But Pendle's lost a second already to these two. So now it's just a two-car battle for the win. If this stays green the whole way. Yeah, 4 laps to go. It's not going to be a wild finish, but it's definitely interesting the way that the race worked out. Michael has had a up and down day, and
how about the dominant car the first two stages?
Yeah, let's not forget Jake. Jake ran a
hurt.
flawless first 2 stages, and he put himself in a very good position. His strategy just didn't work his way, and I think that's the most unfortunate part for him. We'll definitely get a chance to talk to him, see where things went wrong at the end of the race, as we come to 3 laps to go now. Or just past the line for 3 to go. Yeah, this is this third stage has been ran just about as flawlessly as it possibly could have by Michael, and definitely having help from his teammate and Cowboy behind him has even helped him push it up as far as he is in front right now, up to about a 3-second gap over third and Pendle.
Coming into the Charles, 2 to go at the line.
Yeah.
Do you think the 2 will pull out and try to get the win from Michael?
Will the 51 help him?
Very good question.
I mean, the 51 being a lap car, I don't know. I don't know that the 2 really is worried about it. Maybe he's just content sitting back here and running it and finishing second to Michael. I don't know. I really don't. I think Michael's going to protect the inside one way or the other, and he's going to just have to have a really solid final couple corners that come into the trioval. We'll see if the 2 steps out here, coming off a 4. Looks like he fell back a little bit to try to get a run. We'll see if he makes it.
Coming to the line, 1 to go.
And no, yeah, 1 lap to go here.
With Noco, 1 to go.
Noco, 1 to go here from Daytona here in the Xfinity Series, in the Giggity Racing League Xfinity Series. I really don't know what the 2 is going to do here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
The 51 is there, right there, tight with him.
Yeah, I think here as we come through turn 4 and off of turn 4, it's going to be hard for the 2 to catch him. The 2 is not going to get him. Michael's going to get the win here in the Daytona season opener for the Giggity Racing League Xfinity Series, and Cowboy's going to come home second. Teammates 1-2 for
Pendle finished third.
Pro Racing, and that's going to be a really good one. Yeah, Pendle comes in third as they run War Machine, Red Leg, Lil Man, Roofer, Jake. Enoch is going to be 9th, and Trey looks like he's going to come out 10th unless those change at some point before they cross the start finish. Enoch does come home 9th. And yes, Trey does come home 10th. So, all right, Smith, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go and invite Michael to the party. I'm gonna screenshot that top 10 so that I have it and I can go back and look at it as this race is concluded.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I just need you to get Michael here into the party.
Oh, there we go. I was looking in the M's. It is sent. Just waiting on him to.
Yeah, he should join very quickly. I could only imagine his excitement right now. He's definitely got to be hyped up about that one. And since I can't show his custom car, we're going to look at mine as the race is over.
Yep. Still waiting on the winner to come in.
Yeah, let's.
Yep, there he goes.
All right, Michael, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah,
Congratulations on
thanks,
the win.
man.
What happened? How'd you get out front, man? We had Jake, who was dominating the race, and all of a sudden, you kind of came out of nowhere. And you know what was your night like?
Honestly, we were just able to work our way up front and get where we need to be there at stage 3. And on that first pit stop, we took 2 tires. So, that kind of got us enough ahead of everybody else, and we just kind of rode it out. And luckily, I had pretty good teammates behind me all race. Cowboy stuck behind me for like the last 50, so big shout out to him. And he's got one coming to him somewhere later in the season for sure. So definitely real proud of my team, real proud of Bro. This was a statement win for us. We hadn't won yet this week, and we knew one of us were going to get in victory lane tonight, so we're really happy with this.
All right, man. Sorry, I'm finishing up sending out other guys to interview. So we talked on Monday. I told you I'd like to see one of y'all in victory lane, and you pulled it out, man. Again, congrats, man, and I'm looking forward to catching you on Saturday. Hopefully, you can make it 2 for 2
Well,
here.
I'm strictly just Thursday myself, but
You're just
definitely.
Thursday?
Yeah, I'm just Thursday, but we got the rest of the Bro guys on Saturday night, so you'll have to go toe to toe with them. And we're just real happy we walk away with a win today, man.
Well, again, congratulations. Smith, do you got anything that you wanted to add or ask?
No, good race, man. Way to stick it out and get to the front there, and just keep it clean, have a good race.
Heck yeah, we're gonna go celebrate now. Now we're gonna drink some beer with the guys and have a good night.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Congrats,
Later,
man.
guys.
All right, Smith, I need you to.
I'm gonna try to get Jake in here.
No, not yet. We're gonna get Cowboy in here just because he
You get
finished
top 3
second.
first.
Yeah, we'll get Cowboy because he finished second, and then, man, I made a mistake. I missed somebody there.
I don't have Cowboy on mine, so Cowboy. What's the whole username?
Give me just a second. It's Cowboy of 4.
Trying to get him pulled up. Let's see. I cannot find. What's
Hang
is
on,
it?
let me
Cowboy
see if I.
047?
No, it's just Cowboy of OF4. Hang on, let me see if I got them. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to go blue screen just for a quick second. See if I have them added already. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and add them. I'm gonna send you the other guys that we need invited as well. Just don't invite them yet. Just wait until I tell you. All right, so I got Jackson and suggested just hold off on him for a little bit because we're gonna try to get the guys that finished up towards the front. All right. If he doesn't join here in a couple seconds, or a couple minutes, we'll go ahead and move on to Jake or Pendle. That's really up to you. I just want to try to move through these quick, that way we don't drag this out too far. Here.
Let's go ahead and send out one to Jackson. See if we can get him in here. We can come up with who just pops in first, really. You said it's a Pendle, too, right?
Yeah,
Or
Pendle, War Machine, Red Leg, any of those guys, really. I don't have a complete preference. Let me see if I have any of those guys. I do have War Machine. All right, Jackson, what's going on, man? You had a really strong car tonight. You just didn't end up getting the finish you wanted. Obviously, it looked like you blew a tire coming off a four late in the race.
Yeah, man, man, for real, got caught back like 17th, and I figured on that first pit stop on that long green run, I figured if I'm gonna get back to the front, we're gonna have to take two. So I took two, got up to the top five, and was thinking it was gonna be all right, but I knew eventually everybody else was gonna start taking two. So I had no choice but to keep taking two. So I took two that second time, and the lap before I was gonna pit. Blew the left rear going into three, so just some bad luck.
All right, man. Well, again, that's very unfortunate. We definitely I thought you had a really strong car. I was really hoping that you could pull out a good finish and or even just salvage what you had. But I noticed
Yeah,
I noticed that you blew the tire, and I didn't realize exactly what happened. I thought you lagged or glitched or something and hit the wall, but then I realized when I looked back at you later that you blew the tire. So
yeah, definitely blew the tire, man. It happens, man. I'm happy to get out of Daytona and move on to a mile and a half.
yeah,
preach.
yeah. Definitely gonna be fun to finally get away from Daytona. But Smith, you got any questions for Jackson?
How bad was tire wear out there?
Man, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just running some practice, the tires were falling off a lot, but I mean, once we got in, I think each fuel run was like 14 to 15 laps, 13 to 14 laps. The right sides would get down to about 60%, and the left sides would be, 70 to 75. So you could run a couple runs on your left sides without changing four, but I went one run too many.
Hmm. Well, it was
All
still a
right,
good run
man.
out
Well,
there.
yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, it looked like you had a really solid car. Just again, not the result you wanted. So hopefully you'll. Are you racing Saturday?
I'm going to give it a shot Saturday. I don't know what's going on, so we'll give it a shot and see if we can get up there.
All right, man. Well, look forward to seeing it. Have a good one.
Appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.
All right, so
All right,
next we got well, I think Pendle joined first, so let's go ahead
I'm
with
here.
you, Pendle. Looked like you had a really strong car tonight. You just didn't have the team help there at the end that the other two guys had at Larson on Larson's camp. So what did you need at the end, or was it just that the lack of teammates?
Yeah, just lacking teammates drafting help. It's unfortunate my guys, had fast cars too, and they just got in everybody else, unfortunate circumstances. Um, two Toyotas in front of me were found out those teammates, and I knew they was going to be working together. And when we got up on that lap car, I was kind of hoping that they would go high and pass him, and I was going to shoot inside and run to less, with the lap car because he was pretty fast too, and maybe he would have pulled me to the front, but it was just so hard to get around those guys. Every time I tried to make a run, I got blocked or shoved down the track. So, you know, it's a good finish. Super speedways are not my strong suit. I hate these places. I'm glad we're going to a real racetrack next week, so we get that done and over with.
All right, man. Well, definitely a good run. Obviously, not the complete result that you wanted, but still, I think third's not a half bad way to finish it out.
No, it's good. Good to start off the season strong. Like I said, I sucks my teammates weren't up there to help, but it's just the plate racing. You never know what's going to happen. So,
All right, man. Well, again, best of luck to you in the next race, upcoming races, and have a good one, man.
everybody, thank you.
All right, so we'll let you close it out here. I got to run. It was
All
good
right,
being up in the booth with y'all.
sounds good. It was good to have you up here, Smith, and I guess I'll get to you, Jake. Now, stage 1 and 2. I mean, was it pit strategy? Like, what kind of pulled you to the back there?
Uh, well, I mean, a few guys up front sort of lost the draft, got out of the line, and we were able to, or I was able to get the lead and just stay there. Everyone just kept pushing me, and I thought they were going to go around me a couple times in stage one, and it never happened. And then, stage two came around, and it just worked out for us. So, for a debut Xfinity race for myself it was a good day. I'm happy with eighth place. I felt like we had a top five car for sure. We led tons of laps, and I just come down pit road on the third stage there. I got pushed a little too much. I got rear-ended there, and I was caught speeding. So that's unfortunate. We had a
Did
great
the
car, and it was good.
that just reminded me? Did the I believe it was a 26. It might have been Jackson's car on pit road. Like it looked like he hit your car and turned your car like while you were getting tires and getting fuel. Did
Oh,
that
oh.
affect the time of your pit stop, or did that even happen on your screen and was it just on mine?
No, never saw that. We had clean pit stops all day. Besides that penalty, we were 15 fives or less for most of it, and like I said, we had a good car. It's just a little unfortunate we didn't get a top five. That's kind of what I was looking for, considering we got two stages. I would have been happy where I was there, but things happen at these plate races, and you really can't control them. But it just worked in our favor. We had the luck today, so can't wait to go to Atlanta. That'll be a good track for us too. So
Well,
we'll pack up, we'll go
next
home,
up
and
you got
we'll do good.
Daytona and Gateway Saturday night. So hopefully you're ready for them.
Yes, sir. We'll be ready. We're gonna pack up, go home, and bring a brand new car for those tracks. So we'll be back. We'll be in contention next week.
All right, man. Best of luck, and hopefully you have a good night, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, guys. I think that's going to close it out. I'm gonna try to get Taddy in here, see if he's got any last words for it, or if he's just gonna tell me to go ahead and close her down if he's on here. And it doesn't look as though he is. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead, close her down tonight. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Tomorrow night, I believe, is NASCAR Heat 3. I'm not 100% sure how that's gonna work. I don't have any inside news on that one. I know that Saturday night the Xfinity cars will be back at it at Daytona again, 50% race. and then they will be running also at Atlanta, or no, not Atlanta. I'm sorry, at Gateway, also 50%. So that'll be a good one. And then on Sunday night, Las Vegas and ISM will both be running the Cup Series. Those both are also 50% races. So yeah, we'll see you later on throughout the weekend. Hopefully y'all have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.